Hello, it's me, the creator of Taco Tom 2, here to tell you that you can now buy this product on all the platforms seen here. I should remove the white background from these. I'm sure nothing can possibly go wrong with any of these images when I remove the color white from them, especially this PS5. That worked surprisingly well. Gotta do the Xboxes now. Very important that we do this. Keep them. Why would I keep them? This looks better. Arguably, maybe. I don't know. Probably not. There is amusement to be had with leaving the white backgrounds. But there's professionalism to be had with removing them. There we go. Look at that. Now we can make them bigger. We can, like, oh, we can't put that on top of the other console because how they're layered. Yeah, look at that. It's almost like I prepared the stream in advance. The creator of the Game Grumps Classic, available on all modern consoles and Steam, Taco Tom 2. It's true. But the creator of the Game Grumps Classic, available on all modern consoles and but Taco Tom 2. That's also true. In fact, potentially more true. The white background was iconic. You can't just change it. I can bring it back. I can bring back the white backgrounds. Actually, can I do that for all of them at once? Can I be really fancy about this? That work? No, that only did it for the PS4, unfortunately. Perfect. Don't even worry about the overlap. Adds charm. I like this. This is a good stream layout. We're going to keep it forever. And on that note, hello. It's me. I waved my hand because I was stupid and thought my VTuber will wave their hand. But no, that's not how this works. This is just face only and head. Like, I'm moving my head and you can see my head move. And you can see my mouth move when I talk, and you can see my eyes blink when I blink. That's how VC face works. So I'm here all alone in my coffee shop. Well, I'm not all alone. I got Taco Tom. Hello, Tom. How are you? I have no idea what that looked like. Hi, Kuro. And hi. I haven't said hi to anyone yet. Let me say hi to everyone who's here. Hi, Kuro. Hi, Teal. Summer Nights. Hi, Link. Hi, Quark. Hi, Tev. Hi, Butters. I think that's everyone so far. Hello to all of you. Hope you're all having a good day so far. How many engines have I stolen from PB so far? Or butts so far? I've stolen all the ones I've wanted, which was at least... I got at least 15 of the 16 engines. I don't know. I might have gotten the 16th and put it in a car. I don't remember which one I'm missing. But I have all the engines I want. Also, I put the Twitch subs thing up in the top right, which I'm pretending to look at. I'm probably not going to keep it beyond this stream, but we got a lot of subs last stream. I figured, you know what? Why not give it a shot? Why not try to get another sub emote? We got one new one. Actually, two when you count the animated emote from the last stream. We got a bunch of gifted subs. Maybe we can get another set of two. That would be cool. Having said, I've not made a new emote yet, but there will be one coming soon. Eventually. Thank you, Kuro. It's been super cool and exciting. Oh, you can hear the Switch menu moving in the background as I spin this stick around. So I'll not do that anymore. But yeah, super cool and surreal for the game to be on consoles. Super cool. I'll be interested to see if like any like publications or journalists like actually reviewed the game. I think that'd be cool. Any of them did? I've not seen any reviews yet. I've seen a couple previews though, which is cool. Well, Nintendo didn't publish it themselves. I have a publisher called Penguin Pop Games. They reached out to me like over a year ago, actually, about putting Taco Tom 2 on consoles. And here we are, the day has finally arrived, where it's happened. And if you don't believe me, here's proof. It's real, it's here. Taco Tom 2. I'll even show it to you on the eShop. In case you still don't believe me. Look, recent releases. And there it is. Taco Tom 2. And I've purchased it. With money. Actually, no, I didn't purchase it with money. The publisher gave me a key. It's on the eShop. It's 304 megabytes. It supports the Nintendo Switch Pro controller. It's rated T for fantasy, violence, and suggestive themes. What's the ESRB ratings guide? Ah. Here are the rating categories. Thank you, Science Lion. Appreciate it. Did you know that use of tobacco means the consumption of tobacco products? I had no idea. You'll learn so much when you browse the eShop. You really do. But I thought it would be cool to play through the game in wacky mode. Because I've played through the game before on stream. I didn't just want to do that again. So I figured wacky mode might be kind of cool. And then maybe we'll do, I don't know, something completely different afterwards. That's not Taco Tom related. So let's hop in to the Taco Tom 2 experience. I gotta maneuver some windows around here. Now you watch the trailer and you think, ah, this is an E-rated game. And then you play and you realize, ah, this is a T-rated game. Or you look at the eShop that says it's rated T and you're like, ah, this is a T-rated game, because you can read. I think this game might be a bit loud. Oh, it's still loud for me, actually. Let me... I got Stream Deck. I can just mash this volume down button a bunch of times. And then I think I made it too low for you, so I'll bring it back up on the OBS end. And then bring it down on the Windows end. Hopefully this is a good audio level. Let me know if it is or if it isn't. My chat disappeared. And through the magic of moving the OBS window to uncover the chat, I can now see the chat. Yeah, so Penguin Pop Games is sort of like a spin-off company from Ratalica. Ratalica. You know, at some point I should ask them how to pronounce their name, because I honestly have no idea. But yeah, Penguin Pop's like a spin-off of that company. They kind of work together, which is why their name is on here as well. They are the main people who port games made in Construct, which this game is. So that's cool. Alright. I'm going to press plus to start. And we're going to get right in. You'll be pleased to know that through the magic of television, I have unlocked all the levels. Thank you for the 100 bits, Matt. I appreciate it. For those who don't know, weren't here last stream, Matt is the guy at Penguin Pop who published this game for me. So thank you a ton for that. It's so cool to actually have the game on the Switch. Like, look, it's there. It's next to Burnout Paradise, which is a real game. Now Taco Tom is also a real game. Through the magic of TV, I unlocked the bonus modes, which I already said. Taco Tom is finally a real boy. It's true. He is. How did the publishing go for this? So, I don't know how much I can say. I guess there's no reason I can't say. So originally, I contacted that company and wanted to see if they would be interested in publishing the game on the Switch. Never heard anything back from them. Like over a year later, Penguin Pop contacts me because they're a spin-off of the other company. They knew about it and they wanted to publish it. And it went from there. It was really cool. They reached out to me and the whole process was very nice. I basically updated the game, added the features I wanted to add, and then I sent it over to them and they did all the actual porting work to get it on the consoles. Anyhow, let's get wacky. Hey, welcome to Wacky Mode. In this mode, you'll play through every level in the game in order, but with a twist. Quite literally in some instances. Each level will have a different random effect applied to it, making it more challenging to beat the level. Can you handle the wackiness? I hope so. I made this game. I would hope I can handle the wackiness. Good luck! Alright. Let's do this. Very normal gameplay here. I'm glad all these effects work the same as they do on PC. I know to avoid the meat. I'm smart. I can't see the colors. I always think of these ingredients by color. I believe sour cream's... Nope, that was not the one I was missing. Okay. Tomato, sour cream, meat, lettuce. We need cheese. There's cheese. Cool. It's like the In the Groove showcase in GDQ. I did not see that. I have not been keeping up with GDQ. Scavenge through your backlog for stuff the Game Grumps would like. Wait, did you send it to the Game Grumps? Or was that real? Did you have anything to do with that? I always thought that was purely coincidental that they found it. So it was purely coincidental, but you were still thinking of the Game Grumps. It's pretty funny. Unless you were just making a joke. Oh man, let's get the achievement, except the Switch doesn't have achievements. Could I make a game so wacky that not even I could play it? Have you seen Spin Spinner? This is a game I made a long time ago. Spin Spinner 1 through 25. I made 25 versions of it because it was for a game jam where the goal was to make... Well, see, now the problem is I can't see what I'm doing. Okay, there we go. The goal of the game jam was to make 100 games in a day, I think? Or 2 days or something? I don't remember the exact details. All I remember was I made 26 games, because what happened was I made 1 through 25, and then I got bored, so the 26th one was 26 through 100. Or basically it had 75 levels, in each level I said it was its own game. How can the Switch render 1 million screens without slowing down? The world may never know. I need meat. There we go. I have meat. Boop. Oh, I needed those. I need sour cream. Can someone calibrate my TV for me? I think the V-Sync is messed up. Can we get one more? Yes. We did it! And now we got negative colors. You didn't know Wacky Mode would do that. I have not seen anything go wrong with Wacky Mode so far. Oh, I should have gotten that one. Back to emboss mode. Yeah, I don't think it's actually rendering the game a million times for a few frames. That would be very resource intensive unnecessarily. I think it's just taking like a screen cap of the frame and pasting it in a canvas or something would be my guess. For the technicals of how that worked. I don't know, I just added this scale function in construction. Called it a day. The magic of game engines. Is that true? I don't I might vaguely remember that, but I don't really remember that. So. I can definitely believe it, though. Did you ever did you suggest any wacky mode to add? Like, I know the whole thing is the wacky mode, but like a mode within the mode. I did not write all of these shaders, unfortunately. I don't think I wrote any of them. Because Construct comes with a ton, honestly. It's really cool to just mess around with them. That might be it, actually, because I was messing around with the renders. Because I thought it's fun, like I just mentioned, you know. Just doing dumb things like applying a water effect to the entire game. And you're like, how does this display? And then I was like, why don't I turn that into a mode? And here we are. One thing I also think is kind of funny, although maybe it's not the best thing in the world, is that the pause menu also has the effects applied to it. So like the pause menu spins around too. Let's just go now. Stop the spin. There we go. We just got Pixel Tom. If anyone wants to do Taco Tom Pixel Art, here's your reference. He has... Oh, that one kind of looks like Tom. Is the pixelation relative to the speed? I don't think it is. We're back to spin. This is what Taco Tom would look like on the Game Boy. I've thought about messing around with GB Studio and doing something with Taco Tom on that. If you're ever curious, this is an actual link to a website. It's tin.zone/silverware smackdown. I made this game before I put all my games under /games, so I had to preserve /Silverware Smackdown and have it redirect to /games /Silverware Smackdown. Yeah, you might be confusing with the wave effect, because that is affected by your speed. And this is Morse code for... well, you can look it up yourself. Have I heard of VU Studio? I have not. What is that? What would that be? If that is a game dev tool for a console. Virtual UI? Oh, it is. Okay. It is Virtual Boy. That would definitely be interesting. However, given that regular VR gives me eye strain after like 20-30 minutes, I feel like I would have a bad time with the Virtual Boy. I've never tried it before. Like a real one. Can't wait to port all your games to Virtual Boy. I mean, there is a homebrew scene for it. Because it is quite a unique console. Yeah, I wasn't particularly planning on getting one. I bought a Sega Saturn recently, and it was it broke within 5 minutes of me having it. So I need to fix that or buy a new one. It's my... Oh, that's the wrong direction. Spinning messed me up. And, you know, I need to get my Sega Saturn working before I invest in any other game consoles. Although at this point I have most of the major ones. I'd be like, if I wanted another like home console, I'd be in like the 3DO and CDI territory. I think having a CDI would be cool. There's a lot of very weird stuff on there. Try out that. I could try out that Burger King promotional video that I think has some interactive stuff in it. That's, as far as I know, it's not on YouTube, unless it is, and I just haven't seen it, which is totally possible. Have I on cheese? There we go. I feel like a visual novel is probably the worst genre possible for a Virtual Boy game, because it's reading text. Two-dimensional text. And you have to deal with the fact that the resolution of the Virtual Boy screen's not that large. I mean, it's larger than like a Game Boy, but still. I mean, I'm not saying you can't do it, I'm just saying you shouldn't. Whoops. At some point I should find the Unity thing I made where I tried to recreate Taco Tom in Unity. I never got far in it, but I got to the point where the ingredients were falling down. Which is to say not very far. I didn't spend much time on it, to be fair. This was also years ago. This was probably before Taco Tom 2 came out originally. Yeah, I just need to make a few more menu videos. Oh, now we got a bit of slowdown. So many images. Oh, I did it. Okay, we're good. No worries. Using all that power of the Switch. Yeah, learning Unity has been on my list of things to do for at least half a decade now. Back when I was in college, I was gonna do an I was gonna do an independent study in Unity, but the professor I was gonna do it with was like, you know, I'm teaching a computer graphics class this semester, and it's very similar to what you'd be doing in Unity. So why don't you do that instead? So I was like, okay, and I did that instead, and it was not very similar to Unity. It was basically, here's how you create your own graphics engine, which is the thing that Unity does for you. So it was a cool class, but I still don't know how to use Unity. But yeah, probably once Salco's out, I will probably spend some time just messing around with Unity. Maybe do some more small games, like I used to do all those 1 hour Game Jam games, which kind of turned into Salamander County to do some more small games like that, but not necessarily limit myself to 1 hour. Whoop. Oh, I almost went the wrong way there in the screen turn. I need to go left here. Yay. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it would be useful if I end up doing more advanced stuff. Give me a lettuce. There's a lettuce. Lettuce. Oh, lettuce. Yeah, some of these effects are quite something. I need sour cream and I need meat. I think that's center. Yeah, it's close enough. Cool. Wrapping up your first 3D game. Oh, that's cool. Is that the horror game you were talking about? Horror-ish game. Cool. Yeah, 3D's always been kind of like a weak point for me. Oops. Especially in terms of like making 3D models and stuff, but I think making a 3D something would be really cool, so I will try it at some point in my game dev career. Bonk. Oh, I didn't do it. Okay, let's do it this time. Oh yeah, maybe we can take a look at that. I remember one time I was going to learn Unity. I actually, in my Discord server, hosted a Unity tutorial. I was like, hey, here's this cool beginner tutorial I found, let's do it together, and it was kind of a mess, and we ended up not doing anymore. It's not a great tutorial, unfortunately. When I was like in middle school, I used to do stuff in SketchUp. I think I 3D modeled like a desk for either physics or robotics class once. Okay, I got the taco. Although that was in high school. In middle school, I made like a diorama of Mesopotamia, and also the Great Wall of China. Not to say it was an accurate model, it was a very artistic representation of the Great Wall of China. But I don't think SketchUp is really used for game modeling anymore, if it ever was. I don't really think it ever was. It also, Google sold it to a company called Trimble, so it became Trimble SketchUp. I feel like SketchUp as a whole is not as popular as it used to be. So I remember that thing being cool back in the day. Anyway, middle school teachers thought I was the coolest. Well, not they were very impressed with my ability to use Google SketchUp. I don't think I've ever used Paint 3D. Bonk. Yeah, I'd love to make a racing game one day, but... Oops. Racing games are not the easiest genre of game to make. Yeah, at least they didn't kill it off completely. It still has its use. Oh, that was unlucky. But yeah, nowadays I think the main modelers are Blender for indies and Maya for bigger studios. Oh, this is not... I don't think I can win. Just restart the level. Oh, if you restart the level, it gives you a different effect. I like how I said that as if I just found that out, even though I developed this game, so I made it do that. Yeah, I am not sure what the current status of SketchUp is. I've not looked into it in some time. I think that's the taco, yep. And we spin again. Oh, I missed. Am I screwed now? Oh, this is very... Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Oh, no, I'm good. Nice, okay. It worked out well. Should I say that worked out nicely, given that level? It's a browser thing now. That's not surprising. A lot of programs like that are moving towards browsers. It's funny that the Chromebook standard of everything is on your browser became popular right after Chromebooks stopped being popular. I mean, they still exist. I feel like these days they're mostly for the education market, though. Like, I feel like there's not that many regular consumers out there who are buying Chromebooks. But as pieces of electronics that allow you to access the internet and do most, I mean not most, but many computer-esque things, Chromebooks are pretty good for that purpose for schools. Even though when I worked at a school, we did not have Chromebooks, we had MacBooks. Because we were a rich private school. Doing wacky line on wacky mode. I forgot that was a level. When I made the achievements. I forgot that was the name of a level. And also when I made the achievements, you couldn't, you could not just play a single world. In wacky mode, you had to play through the whole game. And I didn't want people to have to spend, you know, at least 20 minutes getting that achievement, given that I am, you know, more than 20 minutes in and just past wacky line. You've had the Emacs. Oh, wow. Oh wait, the iMacs or the Emacs? Because isn't there an Emac that's like an E-Machines ripoff of the Mac? Or I'm just confused. Because in my school we had E-Machines computers, so it could be why I'm confusing them. And then, yeah, sometimes there's a bit of slowdown when it zooms out really far, but I suppose it's not to be unexpected. But other than that, this game runs perfectly on the Switch. I'm really happy with how it turned out on here. So you can play it portably, and I think this game works really well as like a portable game like that. The Emacs were just the education rebrand of the iMacs. Ah, okay. In elementary, we had E-Machines, and then we had, and by we had E-Machines, I mean I think there were just like 2 desktop computers in the classroom that you could use if they were available. And then eventually we got a few Acer laptops that you could share, and those things were terrible. Even at the time, they were slow and garbage, and we knew they were bad. And then 8th grade, when I was in 8th grade, that was around the time the netbook craze started up. So we all got our own individualized Dell netbooks, which was cool. That we could use for that year, but we couldn't take them home. They weren't ours. They had to stay on the school property. And then in high school, when I was at the high school, we did not have assigned computers. But after I graduated, between me graduating and me working there, they started a 1-to-1 MacBook program where everyone gets a MacBook Air, and you're allowed to like take it home to do homework on it, and you can even keep it over summer break. But we don't let people keep them after they graduate, except for the first year. People graduated because there was a whole miscommunication, and people were like, oh yeah, you can keep the MacBooks when you graduate. Like, people who were like having prospective people come look at the school were like, hey, a perk is you get to keep your MacBook. And we're like, no, it's not a perk, it's never been a perk. But we had to do it for those who wanted for that year because of the miscommunication. But it is a hard policy now. Man, playing Oregon Trail in its prime, it must have been something else. God, I remember we had Oh, in like science class, we had some. I hope I have a full taco here. Okay. We had this weird educational science program thing. It was weird. I don't remember anything about it. Other than it was weird. Like, the only way I would be able to search for it would be like Kids Science Program 2006 or something. And it came with like a bunch of physical things for you to do like experiments and whatnot. Kid Pics. Oh man, now we're talking about computer class. Oh yeah, the computer room. How did I forget about the computer room in elementary? That was, what did we have? Those were probably E-machines. I don't remember for sure what they were. Maybe Dells. But first grade they were Windows 2000, I believe. And then second grade onwards they were XP. And they remained XP through 2010 when I graduated middle school. I went through the same school 1st through 8th grade. But yeah, that was one of my favorite times of the week. We always did it along with art class, so you do like half the class would do computer class while the other half would do art class, and then it flipped. I don't know if I got the taco or not. I did not. And both those classes were my favorites. I'm just gonna not get that set, because I think that's what messed me up. There we go. And, we had Kid Pics, we had Lego Racers, we had Candy Stand. Makes me want to boot up the Flash game archive and play some Candy Stand games. So those were super fun. We played a lot of Cartoon Network games, but you weren't allowed to play the Teen Titans game. You could play everything except the Teen Titans games. Lego Racers, I think I mentioned that one already. What else was there? I mean, we learned how to use Microsoft Office. That was as much of a fun time as any game for me. Like, oh yeah, Microsoft Office, man. That was the stuff back in the day. I remember we had a copy of Office 97 at my home, but it had this cover with like the certificate of authenticity on it. And as a kid, I was dumb, and I was scared that if I installed it on my computer, I'd be doing something illegal. So for like months, I just looked at the disc to be like, man, I wish I could use Office 97. And eventually, I think I asked my dad, can I install this on my computer? He's like, of course you can. And I did, and then I made many things in Microsoft Office. Many, many things. Use ClarisWorks at your school? Oh, I'm so sorry. I mean, back then, ClarisWorks might have had a significant market share. I don't know. Cannot say I am aware of the historical market share of Office suites other than, like, Microsoft has been #1 forever. Why not? If you include Google Docs in there, that might be #1 now, honestly. Like, Office is going to be #1, like, physical download for sure, but I would not be surprised if more people overall use Google Docs now. Oops. Well, I was gonna get the meat. I will still get the meat. Oof. This is not going so well. But the pixel graphics is hard to see exactly where you are. Mostly use LibreOffice. I mostly use, oh, I had the meat. I'm stupid. Let's restart. I used LibreOffice for some time. I also used WPS Office for a bit because it had like a carbon copy of the old style word art in it, which I thought was really funny. And I used OpenOffice before that. And before that I used Office 97. But these days I either use Google Docs. I use Google Docs for most stuff. If I, for some reason, need something physical, I will use Microsoft Office because I have a subscription because I'm one of maybe 5 people in the world who pay for a yearly subscription for OneDrive to back things up. I don't remember the WordPerfect word art, but the Microsoft Word 97 through 2003 word art is a classic aesthetic. And I would absolutely put it in one of my games if I was not unsure of the licensing required for such a thing. I imagine it's not that much, given that Jackbox Party Pack uses word art in the Job game, which is one of the best Jackbox games. I'm just messing around with like fonts. Fonts were cool. Like honestly, just messing around with the features in Microsoft Office was, you know, as a kid, as like a 9-year-old, was the coolest thing. I don't know if anyone else feels the same way, or if I'm just a completely weird person who found the idea of putting every single available toolbar on their window to the point where more than half the screen was covered by toolbars. Thought that was a good idea. I would no longer do such a thing, by the way. Also, the concept of higher resolutions being objectively better had not sunk into me, so like, my monitor supported and my computer supported 1024 by 768, but I would always use 800 by 600 because I preferred that resolution. Thought it was the right size. We installed the Neopets toolbar. I didn't install any web toolbars because I did not have internet on that computer. It was strictly offline at that time. So you remember Microsoft Works, which is basically like the light version of Microsoft Office for people who didn't want to pay Microsoft Office but still wanted to make like greeting cards and recipes and garage sale item lists or whatever. And the Microsoft Picture It Publishing 2001 any day of the week. I need to reinstall those software programs in the VM I have. So I put them on, like, I have a of the era computer, which was the actual computer my dad used back in like 2001. And I was like, oh, I'm going to use this computer because it's like, you know, not virtual. It is the computer. It'll run everything perfectly. But I forgot it runs Windows ME, so it ends up running nothing perfectly. And it was like, well, at this point, it's more convenient for me to just run it in a virtual machine on this computer. Oh, I did not want to get that. Print Shop, yeah, Print Shop Deluxe. I had that. I didn't use that much though. My dad swore by that program. Oh, what do I need? I think I need sour cream and lettuce. Ah, I goofed. I did the goof. Okay, so now I need sour cream and meat. So we can go over here. There we go. Did it. Yeah, I mostly stick to Microsoft Paint for my... I was gonna say photo editing. It's more like drawing back then when I was a kid. There's also a program called The Dabbler that I used. It's pretty cool. It's sort of a more artsy program. And KidPix, of course. I had KidPix at home and at school. I had like Deluxe 1 at home and Deluxe 3 at school, which was really cool. Oh yeah, I forgot, I'm supposed to collect ingredients to make tacos. Yes, that's how this game works. I wonder if I upgraded that computer to XP, if it would run better. It probably would. It came out close to XP's launch, and it was a powerful computer at the time. It has, whoops, it has like 256 megs of RAM. Maybe I'll give it a try. I actually set the computer up on a stream, which was cool. Unfortunately, that stream's been lost to time because the hard drive that the file was saved on crashed before I got around to uploading it to YouTube. But I think the funniest thing was that the drivers for like installing Windows ME on the computer with like all its custom for the computer software, you know, designed to work specifically for the computer, has a bug in it that causes the computer to blue screen at launch. So you have to boot it into safe mode and disable a driver, and then it'll work. I found that by Googling the issue, and I found a post from 2001 of the era of someone who had the issue. I was able to get it fixed. Oops, that's okay, I got the taco. Yeah, were there any other fun software as a kid that you used as a kid? I don't think I said that sentence in the correct way. Were there any other old pieces of software that you liked to use as a kid? There we go. What do I need? Do I need tomato? No. Okay, let's figure this out. I need lettuce, tomato, cheese. I need sour cream and meat. There's sour cream. I need meat. I'm trying to think of other like software programs I liked as a kid. Oh, I just realized I'm looking at the screen. The Taco Tom on my shoulder is almost the same size as the Taco Tom in the game. It's funny. Never heard of Unreal 3D. Oh. Last one I was like pretending to try, even though I didn't really need to because I'm on the soft shell mode. I mean, I guess the other obvious piece of software would be the Games Factory, which is how I got here. I should write an email to Retro Gamer, thanking them for including the Games Factory on their disc back in 2003 or 4, whenever it was, back when they actually had game discs. Because that's how I got into game dev. I got for Christmas an issue of Retro Gamer, issue 10 in fact, that contained the full version of the Games Factory on it. And so I started making games in the Games Factory. And I kept using the Games Factory for a long time. I made Taco Salad PC, which is like sort of the prequel to Taco Tom, even though not really. Sort of its own thing. Also sort of terrible. But I made that in like 2011, and that was in the Games Factory. And then, was that by that point? Did I have Multimedia Fusion? It might have been a Multimedia Fusion or ClickTeam Fusion. I don't know, one of them. Eventually, I bought ClickTeam Fusion 2.5, and I think I bought Multimedia Fusion 2 as well before 2.5 came out. 2.5 was a big deal because it introduced physics. ClickTeam Fusion did not have built-in physics before then. And then I used that for Everyday Stacker and the first Taco Tom for an Android. And then I went sort of back and forth for a bit between constructing ClickTeam Fusion for the Robot Rumble game that I have on my site. That went through multiple iterations where I went like back and forth between the two engines, determining which one worked better for what I wanted to do. Oops. Eventually I went with Construct 2 for that game, and I've stuck with Construct 2 ever since, although I really need to learn Unity. We've already been over that though. JRPG is the hardest genre you've made a game, and yeah, I can see how that would be difficult. It's a whole lot of like stats and numbers, levels that you gotta take care of. Making an inventory if your game has that. I have the taco. Well, speaking of taco salad, I'm actually going to restart this so we can see it. You can see it a bit better. This level is based off of the modes in Taco Salad, which is to say there's a meat mode where you have the meat. There's like a thing that shoots out meat that moves back and forth from left to right, and you have to collect as much as possible. Sour cream, which is, I would say, the most similar to Taco Tom. There's a bunch of sour cream falling from the sky, except in that game you had to avoid it. You had to avoid the sour cream. And then packages, which is basically just breakout, but you had to hit packages that contained taco ingredients, and they moved all around the screen. Oh, it's something for me to ban. Let me do that. Ban. How has Twitch just not blanket banned the phrase "by followers, primes, and viewers" on at this point? But yeah, I was actually going to make originally a sequel to Taco Salad, which was not Taco Tom, although I guess that is basically what it ended up becoming. But it was called, at one point it was called Creamed, and then they changed the name to Avoid the Sour Cream. And basically, it was going to be an Xbox Live indie game back when that was the thing, but I never finished it. But man, I loved Xbox Live indie games back in the day. I thought it was the coolest thing. Like individual people could, make a game and get it on there. Boy, the sour cream was kind of terrible though, so I'm kind of... In some ways, I'm kind of glad it never got onto the indie game store. Oh, this is going to be a hard one. for this mode, for this level. Nice. Ooh, okay, it was not so hard. Oh, I just thought of something that could be interesting. Would you be interested in seeing very early builds of Taco Tom 2, like pre-alpha, like very early builds that exist? Oh, which one is the right one? It's this one. Okay, I'll do that after we beat Wacky Mode, which we've almost done. I think it's just this level and one more left. There we go. I think that could be cool to just take a trip down memory lane to look at what this game looked like before it was released. You can probably find actually some old streams I did of it. I win! Oh no, it's still zooming out. There we go. I did it! 49 minutes. There's your time to beat if you want to do this yourself. I wasn't like really doing it as a speed run, so if you really put your mind to it, I'm sure you can beat that time. But yeah, it's on the Switch. I did that on the Switch. It's so cool. My icon is rotten food because apparently you can set that icon. Some of the icons you can get this week on Nintendo Switch Online. And Taco Tom 2 is now one of the games you can buy on the Nintendo Switch eShop. How about that? Let's take a look at some of those early game builds. Put the console to sleep. Let's give the monitor a second to flip back over to my desktop, and then I'll put the stream onto my desktop. Cool. Let's boot up Construct here. And let's swap over. Oh wait, hold on. Swap over. Here we go. So let's put on some background music, because I think for a lot of these there's going to be no sound. It was actually a fairly late edition with all the audio stuff. YouTube jazz music. Okay, no, I haven't heard this one. This one, you probably haven't heard this background music before. It only has 84.9 million views on YouTube. Breakcore. I mean, by someone's definition, this is possibly breakcore. I have many early builds. Let's okay, so let's see. This is the 1.0 build. Every build you see before it here is an early build of the game that I saved. I was in a habit of like saving individual builds, like maybe not every day, but almost every day. Sometimes I did it every day. Other times I would like do it when there was a major change. Sometimes I would do it multiple times in a day if I was like going to do something that I thought potentially could break everything and would be difficult to easily go back, so I could just go back to a save. And like for Salco, I got the same thing. Like I've got all these builds of Salco. They're all dated by when I worked on them. So, I don't know what Game Thing is, but it's apparently the earliest one here. So let's take a look at Game Thing. And let's just hit run here. Okay, I can move. That's good. I can move. And there's a particle spawning cheese. This is what we have. This is it. So this is the first build of Taco Tom 2 I have saved. Not much going on here. It's not even built off of Taco Tom 1 because it's a different engine. The background also is not framed properly. It's quite nice. Here's the event sheet. This game had 8 events in the entire game at this point. Also, how does it have 8 events? Unless these count it. Do those count as events? No. Why does it say 8 events? This is 6 events. I don't know. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Let's open up the next build, Taco Tom and Friends, back when it was gonna maybe be called Taco Tom and Friends. Oh. Okay, what if we took the same build and removed all of the gameplay? You get nothing. Good day, sir. There are no events in that build. Literally the only thing in this build is a sprite of the background. That's it. Amazing. And we have Taco Tom Twitch. So let's take a look at the dates here. I don't even know if I would call the first 2 like builds of Taco Tom 2, because like date modified is October 2015. The next build. Oh wait, actually, let's sort by date modified here. Okay, this is Taco Tom Twitch is not the next build, so ignore that. The next build is Taco Tom 2 _ 115. So January 15th, 2006. So this is presumably going to have more stuff. Oh, it has the fabled olive. So at one point, my idea for what a sequel to Taco Tom 2 needs is more ingredients. Oh, so it's just the olive. There was also going to be onions. The Game Grumps would have had their wish. There would have been onions in Taco Tom 2. And there would have been beans as well. There would have been 8 ingredients. So I guess this was just me testing the ingredient spawning here. The randomized spawning for arcade mode. I don't know what the number here represents. Also, a lot of these are probably going to run way too fast because I did not implement 144 Hertz mode. Actually, let me set my display to run at 60 Hertz here so that these run properly. Graphics settings. No, I need advanced display settings. Advanced display settings. Pick the right monitor. Go down to 60 Hertz. There we go. So it should look identical for you on stream. I think olives on a taco is not a completely weird thing. Hold on. Olives on taco. Do you put olives in your tacos? Okay, ask Reddit. This person says F no. Yes. They're amazing. No, 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 but you put spaghetti on tacos. Yes, no, no. You've never had a taco. I've got the game for you. Your introduction to tacos. No, no, no. Yes. I would say it seemed like majority was no there, but a significant minority said yes. And in fact, if you look at pictures of tacos, you can find a large number of pictures that have tacos with olives in them. So after this build, I didn't work on Taco Tom 2 for 6 months. Next build is on July 8th, 2016. Look, here we go. Here are the ingredients. So there's the onion. And there's the beans. That's beans. That's a reference you'll understand about a month from now. And then the other ingredients were the same graphics as they were in Taco Tom 1. So let's see, does this work? Yeah. And you can collect the ingredients, although it doesn't do anything. But it picks a random ingredient and it spawns it on a random Y coordinate. X coordinate, rather. And then, what does this number represent? I don't remember. Let's see. Brand pick. Oh, it's the, it represents which object is being picked. And what does it represent here? The same thing. Why is it sometimes like 10, though? If rand pick can only be... Round pick rounds to random. Oh, do we have speed implemented already? Hold on. Global speed. Oh, maybe global speed doesn't change yet. That was just me being like, okay. Oh no, you can hold X and Z to change the... Okay. Oh, you can! Okay. So time travel was already implemented, or the idea of it was implemented. Obviously, it ends up working a bit differently. You can make it go backwards. And all the ingredients that already spawned will fly back up. Oh, hold on. Can we, if we get it at exactly 0, you can sort of... There we go! Time just glitches out completely. And then we can just make it go faster, and faster, and faster, and there is no limit to how fast these ingredients can fall. The Time Lord himself, Taco Tom. So then we have this build. Oh, now we're getting to the UI. So we got... if you ever watch my streams circa this time period, I use this same background for my streams back in the day. Oh, is time move faster now? I don't know. And we now have a bar that represents the speed. There is a maximum speed. There is a minimum speed. The speed here that it moves is linear, as opposed to exponential like it is in the final game. But you do have the speed effect on the game, which I think that's pretty much unchanged from the final version, honestly. Maybe I changed some of the variables related to the effects, but like that effect made it into the final game. You now have an S15 powered S13, nice. Oh yeah, also I made the taco blue, because I could. I discovered the change in RGB mode in Construct, so I was just like, okay. Each time you refresh the screen, Tom's a different color. So it's not related to Blue Waffle, because it's a random color. Also, it's got some text on the top left. Taco Tom randomizer. I believe that's just, Oh yes, there is a random ingredients mode in Taco Tom. And there's also arcade mode, which is basically this. So that is that build. And the next build's a month and a half later. I think the only thing changed here is that the number now says 0 instead of text. Oh no, the ingredients now fall at different speeds. Oh, that's interesting. That's an interesting mechanic. One that did not end up in the final game. Because I went for a level-based gameplay solution instead. In arcade mode, I decided to not incorporate it. Because it's a bit weird. You would think, oh, if ingredients are falling faster, they'd be closer to you. Like, in two-dimensional space, it doesn't make that much sense. Even if it does add some element of strategy. So then the next build is Taco Tom Twitch. So I think at some point I had the idea of, what if you could play Taco Tom with Twitch chat? Because this was maybe not too long after... I think I already opened it. I need to close it and then reopen it. So I don't know which layout one it is. It's like Twitch plays Pokemon, and kind of come and gone by this point, but I thought, you know what? That could be cool if Twitch played Taco Tom. So I made... Is it this? Is it this? Yes, it's this. Oh, is this just the old build? Is that actually Taco Tom Twitch? I don't know. I need to close all of these. They're all too similar. Can't keep track of them. Okay. Taco Tom Twitch for real. Okay, yeah. Different build. Very different build. We've got a lot of buttons going on here. So now we cycle colors. I have no idea what's going on here. There's a lot of stuff going on. I got one. Oh, is that for getting a full taco? Oh, clever. It actually... Or no, is that... Okay. You can't lose, but it's just, yeah, every full taco you get a point. And a whole bunch of buttons. I'm going to assume that's been changed by now. I hope it has been. This is from 2016. So then we move to November, where we introduce lives. And this honestly might have... The work on this might have been streamed. Yeah, I did it, and now we can lose, I believe. Yes, we can, and the ingredients icons on Tom are back. They work the same way as they did in the first game, which is to say they don't necessarily, fill in the taco. They just appear around Tom in a semicircle fashion. Also, you get points based off of how fast you're going, which in the final game, that only happened when you get a full taco. You get a speed bonus, depending on how fast you're going. Whereas here, you can get like as little as 1 point if you go super slow, and if you go super fast, wait for it, you get many more points. And then we have this build from 5 days later. Oh, we got a second text here. What's this going to be? Oh, we have a timer. Oh, we have levels now. Oh, this is cool. We have levels. So this was the test level. You might recognize this as gates in the final game. They got reused. and it resets. I'm surprised. Each of these builds has been significantly different. I thought by this point there were some builds that were like the same, but we haven't gotten there yet. I'm gonna try to beat the level, see what happens. Oh no. I did it. Oh, it just ends. Is it going to loop back around eventually? I wonder. Probably not, because the way it's implemented is different from how it's implemented in the final game. In fact, let's take a look at how it's implemented. You see this canvas here? This canvas object? Basically, if we click on it, we can see that the canvas is a sprite that contains the level data here. So the game will read each pixel of the canvas and place an ingredient appropriately. The issue with this is that I couldn't figure out how to replace the canvas and put in a new set of ingredients. Or maybe I could, but there is another issue, which is that whenever the ingredients all load in, there's like a hitch in the game. Basically, this method didn't end up working out, so what I ended up doing, and how it does it in the final game, was I made a Java program that still uses these same images. They're just like PNG images, but it loads the PNG images and it creates a text file, where basically, okay, so all the white pixels are zeros, and the meat's like 1. If there was cheese, it'd be 2. Well, cheese would be 5, but sour cream would be 2, etc., etc. And then based on that, it creates a text file with all the level data, and the game reads the text file and places all the ingredients in based on that text file, and that works a lot more smoothly on the game's end, because the game has to do a lot less processing of like image data. In fact, it has to do no processing of image data. And the last build in 2016. So I worked on this game off and on for like years before it came out. What is this? Oh, is this just me trying to make a level select screen and failing? Probably was. Is this, oh, we have the main game here. Oh, we got a different font. Oh, we got the fancy Mexican taco font going on, and we got a different randomizer here. Is this oh yeah, this is random ingredients. So there was at one point a block that would spawn random ingredients. It would not be the same ingredient. I don't think that ever got used in the final game. There's several other things that can get used that you'll see at some point. Oh, that is cool. So let me close out all of these and let us move into the wonderful year 2017. That was the year the Switch came out. And also the year where other things happened. Such as me making this build. This is, I took a long break. This is not until end of July. So let's see. This might be the same, honestly. I don't think much has changed here, yeah. How about the middle of August? Okay, now things have changed. So now I've decided, so you noticed before how the game was all on the left side of the screen? I've decided now it needs to be centered. And thus, we have centered it. Why can I not? Here we go. So again, we got a different font. Does this have controller controls yet? Well, it might help if I actually tried it with the controller. It's not the Switch controller, but the one plugged into the computer. No, it doesn't. I didn't think so. It's just keyboard controls for now. You might recognize this level as dashing exam, I think. Because I also implemented the dash. And this works pretty similarly to how it does in the final. It doesn't have the effect yet. I think the number of pixels it moves would be slightly different. Oh, the Hitting a wall is different as well. Tom rolls around like he does in the first Taco Tom. Which, it's actually pretty cool, that animation, but I thought it took too long. So instead, Tom just bounces back. And yeah, different menu font, very different menu style, although you can sort of see the final menu. It's starting to come together. You've got that little 8-bit Tom graphic on the left there. Still very rough, but you can sort of see, you know, the puzzle pieces are starting to be put in. You know, if this was a 2,000-piece puzzle, we've put in, you know, probably, you know, at least some of the pieces. I was going to say a number as a joke, but I can't think of a funny number. So then we have this build. Oh, now we got, so this is a different build, very clearly. Oh, Tom is faster now, for whatever reason. You might know this level as Smiley's. A lot of these early levels did end up making it in the final game, albeit changed somewhat. Like, these are all just cheese. The completing a level does not work yet. Taco Tom 2 sort of has its logo now, except it's a weird color, so it's not taco-like. The section goal and progress stuff is all 8-bit. This would change again before it got to the final version. And also, by changing it to the center, it means that this effect now actually applies to the center. Because it always applies to the center no matter what, so if the game's off to the side, it doesn't apply to the center of the screen of the game. Then we have, was that 19? So we do 20 next. Oh, I need to close everything. Close it all. Let's open 20 again. Is this? Oh, we got another different level now. We have World 1-1 implemented. I have collected a taco. Oh, we got multiple levels now, and it there's no lag. Does this still use So that's World 3-1 that it goes straight to, and then we go to 1-3, I think. And then this is 2-9, I believe, slightly modified. And then this is 4-5, I think. So, got some of the levels, but they're all over the place. After I do this, I want to see if how these levels are being done. And then we have 4-6, randomizer. I need to be careful here to not run out of lives because, whoops, like that. Because the soft-shelled mode was not implemented yet. In fact, it was not implemented until after the game was originally released on Steam, fun fact. It was the version 1.1 update that brought soft-shelled mode into the equation. Oh no. Well, anyhow, there are levels in this game. Now. Okay, I'm still using the sprite. I guess I have a faster computer now than I did back then. Maybe the faster computer can handle the level rendering, but before it would like hitch for half a second before loading the next level. Somewhere on my Xbox One I have a dev build of when I tried to port Taco Tom 2 to the Xbox One myself and found that the built-in tools in Construct aren't very good for doing that, and it ran like garbage. But Penguin Pop, they have the tools to make it run not like garbage. That's cool. So eventually I changed that, but at this point it had not been changed. Let's... Actually, I think I'm going to need to close these each time now, because there's going to start to be multiple levels. Let's see, is this different? Oh, it's got a different background. This is not the only background, right? Okay, I just changed what the first background was for whatever reason. I think I wanted that to be like World 1-1 because it's like the classic Taco Tom background, but eventually I just put it in arcade mode and put the old 1-1 back in as 1-1, I believe. So we move a month forward. This is the... Is that the old one? I don't remember. I need to close these one at a time now. Does this look the same? Oh, we got blocks now. Oh man, the intro video plays in the game. I forgot there was ever a time when I was considering that. It's just the one video of the guy cutting the lettuce, but there it is. Now you know the video of the guy cutting the lettuce is at least 5.5 years old. So then we go to this one. So this one is 2 builds on the same day, so that's how you know I was doing stuff. This one actually looks the same, so it's or same-ish. Let's see what I did here that warranted an _2. The level chooser event sheet, which did not exist in the final game. Honestly, that looks the same. Let's run it. Surely something has changed. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, I think I rewrote Tom's movement code. Because it was using like the default construct movement code, and I decided I needed to do it manually. So that's what the what that is for. Also, it now has the floor mostly implemented, which is cool. The graphics have not been shifted to account for the floor being there yet, but they would in due time. And we got our blocks, which, oh, as you can tell, there are some bugs in this build. But yeah, that's that. I don't know if I'm going to go through all of these, but I'll at least go through the last 2 September ones. Is this new? Genuinely don't know. Oh, this one is zoomed in for whatever reason. Oh, this is when he added shadows. You can see the little shadows there. Do they work? No. They do not work. They very much do not work. They spin. Just like shadows do in real life. But the ingredients do hit the ground. And they do fade away, mostly. Oh, they don't squish when they hit the ground, they just fade away. Should talk about the different script drafts. Oh god. I feel like I've talked about that before already, like on the Game Grumps AMA and stuff. Where basically it was going to be even crazier than it ended up being, but I decided to tone it down, believe it or not. The script that you have seen in the game is a toned down version of the original script, and I think it's better for it, honestly. I think there is such a thing as too wacky, and the original script was that. Remember to close the project. I remembered. That looks much the same. Let's jump a few forward, why not? I did a whole bunch in October, apparently. Let's see. So let's see what I did in a month of progress here. Oh, I've done a fair amount, as you can see. So I changed the HUD again. The graphics, the ingredient graphics are what they ended up being in the original release. Taco Tom has been redrawn. Previously, he just used the original Taco Tom sprite. The speed is still linear. The stage goal icon is completely different. The time and score font's different. The whole HUD is different, obviously. I do still have the old files, yes. I don't... There is part of me that doesn't really want to look at those on stream, though. Not that there's anything bad in them. It would just mess up the Taco Tom canon, potentially. Also, the shadows work. We'll be pleased to hear. So this almost looks like a game now. Tom still rolls instead of just bouncing off the walls. Also, the ingredients squish now, which is cool. The stages have their names. So, like, at this point, it's, you know, beginning. Like, the core of Taco Tom gameplay is here now. The core gameplay has arrived. It's called Taco Tom 2. We got other menus as well, like main menu and level select, which have nothing at this point. So it's just the game. Let's go forward another month. Now we're starting to get to level select. Oh, we got... I don't know if this is implemented. I bet this is implemented. The bonus. So... Oh god, we got sound. Oh, it's loud. It's loud. Ah, my ears. Okay, I fixed it. Movement is now WASD only. So I've added sound effects. The speed sound effect is kind of messed up. Turn on music audio as well. Oh, it is this browser source. Well, then I'll turn that up to compensate. Yeah, there's the bonus. So the bonus was going to be like you get a bonus, and once you get the bonus, yeah, there we go. I forgot that was the bonus sound. And it even shows up on the bottom left there. It's going to be like once you get every bonus, you would like unlock a special feature. So like here, we're going to try to get another bonus. It's going to be like you get it once and then you have it forever. So if you get all the bonuses in the world, you get a hat. Because hats are cool. Then I realized, oh wait, if Tom's wearing a hat, you can't see where Tom is in relation to the ingredients. And it's kind of unplayable, so I scrapped the hat idea. I wonder... Does this build have the hats in it? It does, Tom hat. Oh, well, it has the... Oh, it does. Here we go. Okay, so this is the squid hat. And this is the boombox hat, and those are the two hats I made, and they would go on top of Tom. I'm assuming there might just be a thing here that says setting Tom hat to invisible. Oh, I think I have to set the sprite. Okay. So every tick, Tom hat, set animation to I don't know, squid. And now we should see the squid hat. Yep. So you can see how this could make it more difficult to play the game because the hat is very much in the way. It's in the action zone. Oh, and there's pause implemented now. Although it's just makes the screen dimmer for now. And then the other hat. We got boombox. Oh, that doesn't quite work, does it? Tom is the boombox. He's supposed to wear the boombox, not be the boombox. I think that's just gonna be the image being misaligned here for whatever reason. So where is the 130, 380? Yeah, this should be 380 or 250. There we go. Now Tom is wearing the boombox. Although I think it could be a bit further down on him, but still kind of doesn't work. Also, the ingredients now go in Tom instead of sort of being on Tom. Okay, so that's that build. Oh wait, no, we need to look at the main menu. Does this work? Surely not. It does work. Oh wow. This level had a different name. I think a lot of these levels are going to be... Oh, that was a different sound effect. Tom does bounce off the wall now, but that sound effect is painful. Which is why I changed it, because it's not good. Speed's a bit tricky because it's, A, it's faster than it is in the final game overall, and B, it moves linearly, so making small adjustments when the game is slow is quite difficult at this point in time. But yeah, the level select works. Although you can't go back to it. Also, it looks completely different, as you can see. Although the levels are the same. Let's go through these sidebars a bit different. What was that level? I won it in like half a second. No, I didn't win that level. I won Disco Pinguino. What is this level? Oh, it's placeholder. Oh, okay, so it's a blink level. I see. So all the levels I hadn't done yet were placeholder. Oh, I can see Disco Balls is just the balls. It doesn't have the hanger at this point. So yeah, a lot of these levels ended up having changes from the final versions. Taco Tom Director's Cut with the placeholder map restored. Amazing. There are also some levels that that did not make the final cut. I don't know if I feel like playing through to find one of them. Well, let's find one of them. Surely, besides like placeholder, like, you know, a level that was intended to be the game that I cut. Let's find one of them. This level's in the final game. Can I play with the controller yet? I can. Oh, that makes things easier. Oh, I forgot. You gotta... This is not easy mode. This is hard mode. Idiot game developer fails to understand rules of own game. Okay, so I still have to avoid... It's funny how a lot of these levels were designed with hard mode in mind, and I've gotten so used to, easier mode that I barely even play on hardwood anymore. There's a lot of placeholders, and curved dog is the same. Well, that was a bit of a bust. Let's try World 4. High definition. I have dashing, but no sound effects for it. Oh, that is a painful audio clip. Oh, that's right. This level's different. You had to actually collect the ingredients from the large ingredients. Is this possible to get without losing a life? I don't think it is. That's a bit unfair. Shredded cheese, that's the same. Walls. Whoops. I'm bad at games. I'm bad at games! Okay. More slower. Also, the score works very differently. I'm getting 11 points per ingredient. It's still based on how fast you're going. Still got pattern here. I think at some point this level was longer and they made it shorter. Ah, the bonus messed me up. Give me a level we haven't seen yet. Oh, come on. So worlds 4 through 6, none of them have any. How about world 7? Come on. We got geometry, that's in the final game. Maybe I should just show you the images of the cut levels. That might be easier at this point. And that way we can see all of them. Because... Actually, no, I don't want to open them in Paint on that. I just want to open them up in File Explorer. Levels. This is very old. Oh god, this is... So I got folders old and very old, and then in very old I've got old and also old. That's good. Oh, these must be the oldest. This is when I was just testing the oh good, that's not helpful. Maybe I do need to load these up in I clicked in random places to place these ingredients. That one, I don't think that made it in. It's a pretty simple level though. Get lucky. This one got scrapped because I removed random ingredients. I think most of these actually made it in, surprisingly. What are these? Oh, these are all the pseudo-randoms, I believe. Yeah, so originally I had wanted there to be a pseudo-random level in each world. Where it's like progressively more and more of these ingredients, so it's like Taco Tom 1. But eventually I just cut all the ones except for the one in World 1 and the one in World 10, which was called Vomit. I did that one. Let's look at also old. Okay, let me look for the names here. Highway, this one did not make... Wait, no, that one did make it in. Okay. Meet the ingredients. Oh, this one got cut. It's literally just the names of the ingredients spelled out. This would have been useful for the game prompts to have, honestly. Stairs. This used to be a world in level 3. It was far too difficult. Shredded cheese. Did this one make it in? Yeah, that one made it in. I think these are the levels that, bowling. Is this one... Bowling looks different than it did in the final game. Signature. This used to be a different font. In the end, it was kind of Comic Sans, and before it was kind of Mistral. But I think, is that really all the fonts? Not all the fonts. All the levels that didn't make it in at this point. I guess also dashing, or not dashing, wait for it literally had nothing until the very end. I decided to change that. So what is this? These are, oh, that's the level set from version 1.0. This is a slightly earlier level set. Is this a... What's this then? What I don't know. I might have duplicates. Here, if we go old, what are these? Oh, those are levels. Well, that one didn't really get cut, but yeah, whatever. Old levels. This level set might have some things that got cut. Although this looks fairly finalized. It has all the levels. I could have sworn there were more levels that got cut. Yeah, this looks pretty standard. The pseudo-random levels are actually kept in later than I thought. You can still see them here. We looked at those. Data. Well, this is the text file that has all the level data in it. It's just each square followed by a comma. So actually, if we zoom in, oh, you can't zoom in enough. I was gonna say if you zoomed in enough to actually just see 16. Oh, hold on. Can you go like this? How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we do like that. Now you can actually like sort of see the level here. I think, I don't know what level this is, but you can sort of see. I think this is speedrun. Yeah, you can sort of see the ingredients. So this is the start of the level, and then you go through it. And then boop, you gotta avoid the blocks. The blocks are 6s. So now you know how the levels work in Taco Tom 2. But yeah, I could have sworn there were more levels that got cut. That looks pretty final. Are these pretty final? Yeah. I guess most of the ones that got cut ended up being reworked somehow. My memory must be bad on that. But anyhow, I think we're gonna get progressively closer to like final builds or whatnot. Let's you can see again, I apparently have a phobia of working on Taco Tom 2 the first half of the year. I barely did on any year. So you can see at this point, this was March 23rd. Didn't have a whole lot of saves though between then, but you can see the final HUD is starting to take shape. The time does not have its border around the text yet, but it is getting there. We have a pause menu that works. We have a main menu. Leaderboards was going to be its own option. So was credits. But then I added arcade mode and later multiplayer mode. In fact, none of those work. But play works, and you get your world select. But you don't have the leaderboards or scores on the right yet, and you got the bonus modes on the bottom there, not in their own thing. Also, the name of this level does not fit in the stage description section, so that's good. Oh, there's some weird glitch with the level rendering here. I don't know what that's about. But yeah, not all the blocks are being rendered properly. That's funny. I don't know. This one. I think at this point, I have jumped ahead quite a lot, but we're getting... Oh, now it actually runs in a window. So I mean, at this point, see, I updated font for the time and score. Like this here, this is pretty indistinguishable from the final game. However, if we go to here, oh, here are things that still need to be done. Tev, can you do the character drawings for the dialogue for me? Purchase music so you don't hear Pond 5 every 5 seconds. That was good though. I enjoyed hearing Pond 5 every 5 seconds. We had options. All the options are here. Oh, this is back when I had the actual Pond 5 mode. We're turning that on. Amazing. I can turn dialogue on. I don't know if that's gonna work. Oh, it'll work. It'll work, but it will have well, let's see. Will it work? Beta side note graphic there. Let's see, the leaderboard was starting to be made, but hadn't fully been implemented yet. What a wonderful day. So yeah, it's just one image of each character at this point. I'm assuming arcade mode works pretty much as it does in the final game. Yes. Does multiplayer work? Yes, surprisingly it does. This was a late edition that it's not completely working because the characters just move up instantaneously. Yeah, this is a pretty late edition that I kind of basically just spent like 2 days non-stop copying all of the code for a second player to make it work properly. It was a fun time though. And yeah, eventually we got to version 1.0 and then 1.1 added slower movement so you can move easily, the soft-shelled mode so you can make infinite mistakes, and Taco Sally. Pond 5. And then the console versions, and eventually the Steam versions. And its versions will have the new graphics and all the stuff in the 1.2 update. And who knows, maybe you'll see those character drawings for dialogue at some point in this game. Maybe. Pond 5. Well, I'm gonna stop the music because gonna go back to this screen. And this screen plays music automatically. This has been kind of a short stream, but I think I'm gonna be done with the stream for tonight. Really, I just wanted to talk about Taco Tom 2 because it's out on consoles, and that is amazing to me. It's so cool to actually have a game on consoles now. And I'm super excited. Hope it does well, sales-wise. I have no idea about any sort of sales metrics. I don't even know if the publisher does. It's probably too early to know anything about that. But anyhow, that'll be cool. Looking forward to Salamander County next month and other future projects. It's gonna be, a fun time. And I will stream again soon. I don't know when exactly, but I'll play something that's not a Tinzone Games game. I've been doing a lot of those lately. Maybe it'll be, I don't know, no promises. I have no idea what it's going to be, but it's going to be something. Thank you, Link. Thank you, everyone. Maybe to have that actually, that's a good idea. I will consider it. Yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll see you all next time. Hope you have a good rest of your evening. Good night.